So let's get started. We have arrived. I'm seriously exhausted right now. I don't know what it is. Stomach's been a little bit upset this trip. And the heat right now, it's gotta be 35 degrees. It's crazy bright. It kind of looks a bit like a Babylonian castle. Very, very old. I'm excited to explore, but I just need a bit of water. All right, we're checking into our riad. This is our friend carrying our stuff. Welcome to Riyadh Mabruka.
Wow,
this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, there's a bird here. Why are you not flying away, little guy? The turtle's gonna eat you. What are you doing here? My name is Albert. This riad is so beautiful. This is just the lobby, so we're about to check into our place, but look at this paradise in here. Our room is up there somewhere. But today's actually a big day for somebody here, and that is because
Peru is playing in the World Cup after 36 years, guys. This is epic. So I'm ready to watch the game. I'm gonna keep this all day.
Peru jersey.
This is Guerrero.
Guerrero. Should say LeBlanc. Hey guys, hi. Here's the room. Ooh, very cool. Definitely got an old Moroccan style to it. Photo that looks like the last dinner. Last supper, last supper.
Last supper. Yeah.
Last dinner.
Thank you. Get up, stand up. Don't give on the fight, come on. Oh, woman, no guy. No, woman, no guy. Get up, stand up.
So my tour of Fes is being cut short. Right now I've got like a fever, I feel really lightheaded, just no energy, so sick. I have to end it in the worst way. I wish I had a more upbeat ending, but these two right here, it's been so much fun. Like 7 days or 8 days now in Morocco?
I don't know. Feels like a million years.
Yeah. And these guys do YouTube, they do Instagram exceptionally well. So definitely go check that out. It's all linked down below. See you later. Till next time. Peace. Bye guys. So I owe you guys a big apology because I will not be giving you much of a tour here of Fes, sadly. Basically after saying goodbye to Aggie and Michael, I came back. I spent a lot of time in the bathroom. I slept a little bit. I think my system is clean now, but I still feel exhausted and not completely myself. So that's been a pretty awful guide to Fes here. But what I can see is this is an incredibly beautiful city. I mean, it's very old, it's very raw. Like you can see that, at least in this side of Fes, it's just as the way it was probably hundreds of years ago. You can actually see some castles or like very old Mediterranean looking buildings up on the hill over there. It's been an unbelievable trip so far. I won't let one day down remotely change the overall experience in Morocco. I've absolutely loved it. And just on my basic experience here in Fes, I would say this is a place worth coming to. They have an international airport, and this is probably like the most cultural side of the entire country. It's been very cool to experience that. I'm so thankful for this place right now. It's been my sanctuary in a difficult day. Unfortunately, Kati didn't really get to see the Peru game because she came back with me, so I feel really bad about that, but that's the way our day's been. All right, we're about to board our train for a 5-hour journey all the way to Tangier, the very northern tip of Morocco. This is the train gar, the train station. Welcome to our train lounge. So this is what a first class seat feels like, looks like. It actually is really comfortable. But yeah, we're just hoping that we have this thing all to ourselves. Alright, that was not 4 hours, that was like 6 hours. But we have arrived in Tangier. I almost said tagine. Tagine's the thing we've been eating this whole trip, but it is hot. It's probably like 35 degrees, feeling very, very dry out.
Are you feeling better?
I am. I'm still feeling a little under the weather, but getting better, much better.
Did you see that? We almost got run over.
Right now we're going through an area of Tangier that looks like it could be Beverly Hills. It's got like the big trees growing in the green grass and a couple palm trees here and there. It's very pretty. It's actually called Francisco. It's the more upscale area in the neighborhood. Right now we're off to see the White House where two beaches meet, the Atlantic and the Mediterranean. So right over here, this is actually where the king lives. And we've been passing his yard now for about a good 3-4 minutes as we've driven up, and it just keeps going. And right over there, across the water, about a 35-minute ferry away, is Tarifa, Spain.
I'm excited for you to try your Spanish.
Sí, sí. Speaking of which, a little bit of a teaser. I'll be learning Spanish in, I think, the next video. All right, scratch that. We're not seeing Donald Trump. This is the lighthouse, not the White House. There it is right there, in all her glory, overlooking the Mediterranean meeting the Atlantic. Right there, some cactus, or is it cacti when there's several of them? So we're right next to the lighthouse, and normally when you're near these kind of things you get super touristy food. It's not normally the best, but this is amazing. This is a €3 shawarma, comes with fries, and it tastes so good. The pizza's really good too.
I'm putting a swimsuit, well, a bikini to be more precise.
We went from lunch, we ate, I feel much better, I've got energy back, I feel alive. The thing that may surprise you is that Kati can be here in a bikini. That's not the case in most of Africa. Most countries don't allow that. But this part in Tangier, it's actually totally acceptable to be here on the beach, to be in a bikini.
I feel more naked than ever.
Do you feel like it's uncomfortable though?
At the beginning it was, but after a couple minutes, it feels like normal.
He doesn't, he's just being free.
Yeah.
So should you.
I'm free.
As you guys know though, like certain parts of Morocco might not be so liberal on this subject, but here in Tangier, at least here on this beach in particular, it is totally a-okay. There's a few ladies on the beach, definitely not as many as there are men, but no matter where you go in Morocco, there always seems to be 3 to 5 men for every 1 woman.
It's really cold.
All right.
It hurts.
Lead the way. Swim. Is this your first time swimming in the Atlantic?
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a sting to it. Eventually your feet just kind of lose that feeling and you kind of numbs up, but it's so cold. Guys, in life there's certain things that you just gotta do. You just gotta fight through the uncomfortability, fight through fear, fight through pain. Let's do this together. Ready?
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, we chickened out, but we are now going to Cave Hercules and
Arrugamos.
Arrugamos.
Yeah, eso es peruano. Eso es decir,
sí.
Soy una gallina. Arrugamos.
Sí. Arrugamos.
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 Sí, no nos metimos así a demasiado frío, chicos.
Bonjour et bienvenue à la grotte Hercule. Hercule. The Hercule Canyon cave thing. Let's go see what we got and see if there's 2 Hercules here today. Kathy got really excited about that tree right there. What would you, like if you were to rank that in the best things you've ever seen, what would it make? The list of top 10,000 things you've ever seen? I would say that's probably in my top 12,000 things I've ever seen. It's up there for sure. It's probably number 11,059. Look at that tree. The way it grows inside of a little opening in the cave. Ooh, it's so cool. You have to buy tickets to get in. So it costs 5 dirham to get in, but if you go through the exit, it's free. Would you look at that? I didn't have my wallet on me, so this worked out very conveniently. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen Hercules Cave. Ooh, this is definitely in my top 5,000 things that I've ever seen. I'm giving it in, it's coming in at 4,132. This is definitely going in at my top 106th place not to be during an earthquake. I can see Spain from there. Hola! Hola amigos! I just called out to your family. Uncle Rodrigo.
I don't know him.
You know any tricks? Alright, time for my best trick. Can I pull it off?
It's the first time I see a Canadian playing soccer. He's so cute. That was so mean.
How was it?
Hello!
Alright, please
Thank
welcome.
you.
Traveling.
Yeah.
That's the friendly face of
Very
Traveling.
nice. Thank you very much.
Quick stop at the Travelink office, and now we are all sorted to make our departure going to Spain. And so originally we actually thought we would be going all the way to a place by the name of Algeciras, taking a ferry that was like literally 45 minutes outside of Tangier. And then we realized it's basically easier to take a ferry that's right in Tangier, going about 35 minutes to a place by the name of Tarifa. And then from Tarifa, we've got about a 20-minute shuttle, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Shuttle bus to Algeciras.
All right, so you've simplified our life as usual.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, I love when things are a little
I'm
too
going
easy.
back to my
Your home
comfort
roots?
zone. Yeah, my home roots.
Hola amigos.
Hola amigos.
Hey there, buddy. Where are you going? You taking the midnight train? Going anywhere? So the tickets to get from here in Tangier all the way to Tarifa, it's about a 35-minute boat ride and you're looking at roughly 400 dirham, about 40 euros. So because we've got about an hour and a half till we get on our ferry, Ahmed's gonna be showing us around the Medina as well as the American quarters.
Bob American, which means the American gate.
Okay.
Behind the gate,
Yeah.
the first American property outside the United States, which is known as the Old American Legation.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll take you there now.
this is the first American property in Morocco.
Outside the United States.
Okay. Ever?
American ever. Because Morocco was the first country in the world
Wow.
to recognize the independence of the United States. And then our king, at the time, he offered this as the first American embassy abroad.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the first ever American embassy is right here.
Which is now
That's shocking.
a museum.
Oh look, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Alright guys, check it out. This is what happens when there's no ferry running. We end up spending 90 euros on leather bags. But let me show you Morocco's next top model. Let's see what we got right here. Ooh. What did you pay for it?
I paid 250, which would be like 25 euro.
1,100 dirham. I paid 650. They wanted 400 for Katis. We paid 250. I'm not even saying we got the best price that there is, but definitely substantial savings. And here we are with some pretty cool bags. Mine's like perfect for like a weekend travel. Just put some t-shirts and clothing in here. Overall, it's not the most solid leather bag I've ever gotten. It doesn't feel the most sturdy, but I'm not gonna pack it with too much weight and it should be just fine. I love the look of it. Definitely much cheaper than I'd ever be able to find these leather goods back in North America, so I'm excited about that. So this is the narrowest point in the entire Medina.
Yeah, it is.
Very cool. Basically only one person can fit in at a time. It's been such a cool city to explore. It's really kind of given me a totally separate perspective of all of Morocco. The diversity here is quite
I
extreme.
am happy to hear that. You know,
Yeah.
the tangerine.
Tangerine.
Tangerine, man. Yeah.
This is one of the countries where I'm leaving it knowing that there's definitely at least a second trip, maybe a third, but there's so much more to be seen. Like there's the Sahara Desert, there is so much near Marrakesh. Honestly, there's so much everywhere, especially Fes where I was sick and barely saw anything. Till next time. Bye. Yeah, this is a beautiful boat. Too bad it's only 35 minutes. Well, I can't think of a more fitting way to end Morocco here, guys. The sky is turning pink. We are leaving at the right time. And I have to say, Morocco has been an unbelievable trip. Probably in my top 3 to 5 trips that I've ever done. Out of everywhere I've been, what I loved so much about it was like the authenticity of the experiences, from going to the Medinas to experiencing the local food. We had so many out there things, and a lot of it, to be honest, was only made part by traveling. I know if I had just shown up here in Marrakesh or just landed in Tangier, it would have been really hard to have that same authentic experience. It can be done, but you need to have connections. And so I'm so glad that they've been that connection for me. I want to conclude on Morocco with my things that I loved about it and the things that maybe I didn't like as much about it. So I'll go ahead and start with the things that we loved. What did you love?
The
food. Really?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Okay.
It was different.
Okay, so I'll use that as a thing that I possibly didn't entirely
Are you
love.
serious?
Yeah.
I like the food.
Okay, so we don't completely agree on that. There was some good food. We had amazing meals with the local home. Our first night at La Salma, amazing food. But I had a lot of very mediocre food, and it was hard to find alternatives that weren't Moroccan that were good. So if you want to have a pizza, it's going to be mediocre. If you want a baguette with like some ham and cheese,
Yeah, Western food is not
Western
the
food's
best,
not
but
good.
Moroccan
And I got
food
sick
is
of Moroccan
really
food
good.
after 4 meals in a row. So that's where I'm saying food for me, not the best. Now I'm gonna say the landscape, insane. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. The different colors, the textures, like
I
when
just
we were in
feel like the best
Marrakesh.
experiences were the ones that we shared time with locals.
Yeah.
I think we couldn't do more local things than what we did, and
Yeah.
I think it was the most beautiful part of the trip.
I actually would say that Morocco is a fantastic place to find yourself a guide. There's many guides in Morocco. I only have experience with one and I could not recommend them more highly. But I will say that if I had just rolled up in Marrakesh, in Tangier, in Fes, I would have been a little overwhelmed and I probably would have ended up where all the other tourists were going. Overwhelmed by crowds, by people trying to take advantage of me. The downsides of Morocco would probably be at times the people in some of the touristy areas. Photography and videography was really tough. I've never had such a hard time where people give you a dirty look.
Middle finger.
Yeah, in certain areas where the locals were, we were treated not aggressively, but passive aggressively, maybe even aggressively, where they've been like very in your face, throwing up the middle finger and whatever else. But it only takes one person to make a negative impact on you. So I did notice it because we had a few of those people that we ran into. People were incredible one-on-one, but occasionally would be a bit challenging. That right there is my recap of Morocco. You definitely have to come see it for yourself, and if you do it, I highly recommend a guide. And that's
Great
a wrap
shopping.
up.
Great shopping.
Great shopping, actually, that's true. Very good shopping. Amazing shopping. Guys, as always, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button wherever it's located. And guys, let's get lost again in the next one.